Hi, this is Lisa from Calvert Library. I've been doing a lot of reading and listening to books during this time, and I have two nonfiction recommendations for you. They're very different books, but I think you're going to like both of them. So the first book I'm going to talk about is called Five Presidents by Clint Hill. And Clint Hill was a Secret Service agent for 16 years. And I know some Secret Service families, and I have a great deal of respect for them and all they do. But this is a little more detailed look into their lives and what they do. Boy, do they make huge sacrifices, and their families really make some huge sacrifices. They miss a lot of birthdays and anniversaries and parties and certainly holidays while they are protecting our president and vice president and families. But this gave great insight into five very different presidents, from Eisenhower to Kennedy to Johnson to Nixon to Ford, and just talked about the personalities and the kindness towards the agents, their personal attachments, just a little bit of everything. It was really good. The description of events that occurred in our history during his 16-year career is just amazing. It makes me imagine all of the information that he's unable to share because of national security and confidentiality and clearance things. But what really stood out was the story of President Kennedy's assassination and his involvement. And it's just, I cannot imagine being so intimately and personally involved in this as he was. And his honesty and his heartbreak, it's just heartbreaking. But it really makes me want to read his other two books, Mrs. Kennedy and Me and 5 Days in November. But I highly recommend this. So my second book is a little bit different, and it is called Open by Andre Agassi. So I am a sports junkie. I love sports. So if you love sports, and certainly if you love tennis, you are going to love this book. I definitely always had a soft spot for Andre, even during his rebellious years when he was younger, but especially even more so kind of during his comeback when he was a little bit older. He had quite a very difficult childhood. He and his father built a machine, which they nicknamed the Dragon, and that was the machine that shot the balls out to Andre while he was playing. He had to hit 1,000 balls a day, so needless to say, he did not have a wonderful childhood. But I always saw the sensitive side and how it impacted his life. And you could just feel the pain and the struggle of that during this book and as I listened to it. And it was also interesting, and I guess ironic, how Steffi Graf, who he calls Stephanie, which is what she prefers to be called, appeared at different times in his life. But I'm so thankful they found each other. They just seem very happy, and what a nice, great match and couple they are together. And Andre will talk about one of his greatest accomplishments is building this charter school in Las Vegas. And it's amazing because he's a high school dropout. And so it's wonderful that here he created this high school and kids are graduating and going on to college. But I loved it. I really only wish that Andre read it to make it even better, but I think it was fantastic. So the good news is, as I mentioned earlier, both of these books right now are available on Libby, and so there's no wait list, you can get them. So happy reading, everybody, and happy listening.